Give me a kiss goodnight. It's the last single girl kiss.
The ultimate single gal, Carrie Bradshaw, will be married to John James Preston come fall.
Should we get you a diamond?
No, just get me a really big closet.
What was it like slipping back into Carrie's shoes?
It was a dream. It was terrifying and exhilarating and exciting and overwhelming and slightly being in an alternative universe, like some other idea of, is this really actually us getting to do this after so much time? But it's been truly slightly dreamlike because we wanted so much to do this. So the other night, Bing and I were talking about, moving in together and our future and, what makes sense as we move forward. And, well, we decided to get married.
And I'm deaf.
I'm so excited!
Everybody is looking.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone, but this is my friend, and she just got engaged, and she has been going out with the man for 10 years!
I'm mortified. There is literally a ringing in my ear.
It is good to be the king, isn't it?
Oh, it is now, Bonnie. It is good to be the king, and look at my kingdom. Look at those queens that I get to work with all day, and I'm talking about the girls.
What did you miss most when you wrapped the show and then you hadn't seen each other for that much?
Oh, just the joy of getting those scripts and of doing those scenes with those wonderful actresses. Just those zingers, that dialogue. That hasn't been written for a really, really long time.
You even cross your legs. Let me make you a spa appointment. Any thicker and you won't be able to find it.
And that's from the 30s and the 40s, that kind of rapid fire. And I missed that a lot. And coming back to it was just, it was like falling off a log. It was so easy and so much fun.
I mean, we had no idea if we'd even get past the pilot. And we thought, I thought it was such an interesting script, interesting characters, interesting stylistically, but I thought it's about a world about as big as a postage stamp, single women with money to burn in Manhattan. I mean, it seemed like such a rarefied particular place. It was hard to imagine that any kind of a widespread audience would relate to it.
I can build you a better closet. Welcome home, baby.
Can we afford this?
I got it.
What was it like slipping back into Big's shoes?
Like, it's, I always say this, I think we've established these characters now over 6 years so that it's deep enough where it's not like you're starting all over or anything, and then you get the fantastic script that Michael writes, and it feels good. It's like an old friend.
What was it like, first day on the set, reuniting with the girls? And, I mean, some of you have kept in touch over the years, but it must have been just an amazing feeling.
It was amazing. We were walking up Park Avenue, and we were all dressed up, and we had our high heels, and there were literally hundreds of people on each side of the street. It felt like a rock concert. It was scary at first. It was really scary.
How often do you guys have sex?
Sex.
Miranda, please.
What? She's 3. She doesn't know what it means. I'm 41, and I still don't know what it means.
I know, but she is repeating everything.
If I'd known the Girl Talk was going to be on lockdown, I wouldn't have flown 3,000 miles.
The first day, I was terrified. I couldn't hear what my cue was when we were walking down the street. I was like, huh? Because people were screaming. And they're screaming your name or your character's name or even Pat Field's name or the director's name. So they have a lot invested in this. So it wasn't like just coming home to family for me. I think it was like that for the fans, too.
No, we can talk. Let's just not use that word.
Fine. How often do you guys...
Color?
Thank you.
Well, I can't color enough. I could color all day, every day if I had my way. I would use every crayon in my box.
We get it. You love to color.
It was great, but we weren't really separated. I mean, I know publicly we were separated, but we were not separated, and we were not separated from Michael Patrick. We're still in touch with our girl writers from the show. We're not separated. So it wasn't like this weird, like, we have to get back in the saddle. It wasn't that at all. It was more like we were all in the same city for once. That part was unusual. And then to formally do the read-through. That was the first day, because we did our fittings. We saw each other. We were all together, whatever. But then to be sitting at the table, actually with the script in front of us, it was just like bop, 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 like just back to how it should be.
Now, was it hard getting the foursome walk down the street again?
Well, a little bumpy. I'm sure someone else told you that. It is the biggest challenge of our job, other than the shoes. But it's not normal, to walk down the street in the manner that we do. And those are the days that we say that we're the monkeys. Remember the monkeys, and they do the little lockstep, whatever. But yeah, we bump into each other every once in a while. Yeah. We do a little hip check.
And to go back.
What was it like for you to be on that set with all those fans and the paparazzi, and I mean, just the most anticipated film of the summer?
I mean, the idea that there would be 300 people watching you film a scene is, I think, challenging, but better than nobody watching you film a scene. You know what I mean? If you filmed a scene in the forest and it didn't make a noise, did it happen? I mean, if you know that people are waiting to see your movie, I almost said money. If you know that Freudian.
And they'll be seeing that too.
I mean, if you know that people are waiting to see it and excited, then it makes you even more excited. And what was coming at us from the people on the street was love. Just pure excitement and love. And they were very well behaved. As a mob, they rule.
It's just been nice in the last few weeks to really understand the kind of enthusiasm people have had for it and how they've waited, and really their devoutness.
Yeah. Jeez, honey, wax much?
When you're married, you have a different set of priorities.
This one's married and she's not growing a national forest.
Life doesn't always turn out to be your fantasy. That's why you need friendships that are real to get you through it all. And Cinderella and the prince lived happily ever after. Things don't always happen like this in real life. I just think you should know that now.